Hey everyone, I'm King. Welcome back to Kingspade channel. Luckily, the game had compiled all of the questions asked and also translated the response to English. So in this video, I'll save you your time for reading and let me read it out for you with some of my own input, what I thought of the questions and response. There are a lot of questions and were grouped into 7 parts. So here are all of the questions and response. The first question is about the server ecosystem. Is there any plan going forward for ROX to bring back new or old retired players? Because I see that ROX has lost prestige with new games that have just been launched. Are there plans for ROX in the future to regenerate new players apart from opening a new server? If the well is quit, can the server still go on or should it be closed? What does the official think about maintaining a server ecosystem? Mr. Allen, the game publishing producer, then responded, "Here is a story about the game lifetime. When I was in middle school, I played a game with my friends and classmates, which is called StarCraft. I did play it, StarCraft, when it first came out too. Now in South Korea, more and more young people crush on online to study how to play this game with their elders. Oh, is StarCraft making a comeback? I didn't know that. What I want to say is that by operating games, especially ROX, for a long time, we will develop a brand new status of the game and operate this game for a long time. Just think about World of Warcraft, Maple Story, and so many other games. By brand new status, I think he meant reputation or fan base. From 2 years of operation, you may find that we have already done a lot of things to recall our players and welcome our new players. In the future, we will do more about this to regenerate energy for all of the players, including the new guild rookie system to help the new players join the game. New beginner tutorial, more casual game. So basically, he hopes that as the game grows, the fan base will also grow and this will keep the game alive. And on their part, they will continue to bring new exciting content for new players." Question number 2. Question on players gap. Could you increase daily Odin? The current 2000 Odin is not enough for new version growth. What is the idea and objective behind MVP optimization? Mr. Allen replied, "Yes, of course, we will add Odin points that players can acquire every day. And for a 2-year journey, we have implemented several versions of the game and our top level has evolved from level 80 to level 120. From the progressing problems, we consider these 2 key points. First of all, we should keep the players' time-consuming value. That means we want to keep players' time investment in the game can transform into some progress, which cannot be easily chased by new players. Secondly, real money investment is also important for all of the players. So we need to release our lower progressing system step by step." I am at lost. I don't know what this means at all. The sentence is disconnected. I guess what he wanted to say is that the game wants to value the players' time invested in the game. All-time players will definitely have a significant progress that cannot be easily surpassed by new players. And the developer wants to value that effort from the all-time players. Imagine a 1-month-old players having the same progress as to the 2-year-old players. That will send the all-time players in rage. Next, he mentioned about real money investment. I think he recognized that those who spend in the game will have faster growth, and new players who spend can potentially caught up to the all-time players in no time if it is not controlled. So they holding them back by releasing the low-level content in stages. Next, the third question is about the exchange center. How to keep the exchange center alive? If lesser players top up, the exchange center system will be affected. More materials and no one to purchase them. For example, pet upgrades, orange and blue scales, and refining materials are collecting dust. Do you have plans for it? Regarding all servers exchange center dying situation, do you have any views on this? Mr. Allen answered, ROX has always been loved by players thanks to its freedom in the exchange center, and we also hope that this type of economy system would allow the players to be self-sustainable. But due to some servers' lack of players and growth gaps, the activity in the exchange center has been dropping and certain items are either hard to sell or sold out. The exchange center is a complicated system where 2 of the most important factors are: number 1, circulating speed, and 2, amount. An exchange center activity highly depends on these 2. Hence, we will be optimizing the exchange center through the following gain points. 1. By opening a new server in the old region. So with new blood, I think he meant new players. It will consume stocks in the exchange center. 2. Officials will interfere by purchasing some of the items. 3. Optimize the system, such as shorten the putting of items in the exchange center time. 4. Non-popular items will be prioritized to be purchased by the official and release them into the market at a reasonable price when needed. 5. Officials will be selling some of the items that are always out of stock. Alright, now you know why the game keep opening new servers. It is to save the dying exchange center, and next, if that can't solve the situation, they need to intervene with the market transaction. Next, the fourth question is about refinement. This is what the players wanted to know the most. Could ROX have a refined checkpoint so that players' refinement won't drop all the way from +12 to +3? Can ROX please improve and upgrade the refinement system? Mr. Allen said, for you all, you may know that the refinement system is one of the most important systems in ROX games, and 2 years ago, since we launched this game, we have only improved the guarantee stones in this system. But for some reason, from players' perspective, Roxers think that this will deduce, I think this is a typo, more like reduce the probability of success. So some players will not use this function based on probability or money invested. From my own perspective, I think the core problem with this question is money. The refinement is so expensive, but the percentage is so adorable and attractive. For some servers operated for a long time, we will add some assistant plan to level up the lower players' refinement level to catch up the mainstream with lower and lower money to improve their experience in the game. Alright, first of all, yes, using the anti-downgrade stone lowers the chance of success in refining in the game. What is he talking about? It does reduce the refining success chance. His answer is contradicting with the game design. Either he is talking nonsense or someone in the team do not get the memo and tamper the success rate. That person should be called out for. And he pointed out what the players were pointing this whole time. Is he implying that players don't have enough money to spend on the game? The problem is the game itself. If you change the refining system, then players don't have to spend so much money for refine. So instead, the game will make plan, assist plan to lower the cost of money for refining. Next, the fifth question, class balance. Are there chances to make priest gameplay more friendly, such as leveling on their own and not depending on the other players? A lot of time, priests must still kill to complete the daily mission. Why are there no nerfs to the Shura and Paladin? I am surprised they didn't ask about the Bard and Dancer job class. This what make me think that these questions were pre-selected. Mr. Allen then responded, I think the player who raised this question is a VIT priest. Priest can be built as a core DPS, but of course, during this second anniversary class balance, we optimized the priest skill and help it to improve farming and leveling experience. And yes, they did. They increased the priest magic attack with VIT stat in the skill. Regarding the recent controversies on Paladin and Shura, we are considering the overpowered and positions issue. In the future, we may adjust to the skills, game mechanism or stats so that all classes' positions will be more obvious. To maintain players' effort and experience value is a very important part of our job. So our class balance will always happen after a major PvP event so that we can allow players who have invested plenty to react to the adjustment. At the same time, all other class balance is pushing forward as it is very important for us to take this carefully. Please bear with us a little more. Class balance is a problem that we have been focusing on, but of course, currently ROX is not facing class gameplay lacking of richness. ROX may be one of the popular games with richness to the different jobs, builds, and more. The current issue that ROX is facing is where changing jobs takes too much growth after changing jobs and the convenience of changing jobs. These three factors are currently divided into short-term and long-term aspects. The short-term is when the new jobs are released. There are some benefits to help the players to change jobs, such as free shadow equipment unlock, discounted packs, and more. In the long term, we will be adjusting the job change system where you can switch job at a lower cost for more convenient PvP or PvE. A job switch set system. I think the game design make the job change hard. Unlike ROM, the job change is very easy and do not cost a liver, and you can do it over and over again. In ROX, you will not only require a liver but also maybe a kidney. Because of the shadow equipment and the weapon stat inherent system design, it is a challenge for the game to make it easy for players. He clearly sees the problem, but you know, a company with creative individuals need bread to survive. Next, the sixth question is about upcoming publishing plan. When will the fourth job be released? What are the plans that ROX team have not done but aims to do in the future? Are there PvP gameplay such as raids, guild alliance, and more? How long do you think ROX can survive? Mr. Allen replied, "Just now we have introduced our short-term plans such as new map, housing system, new PvP gameplay, fourth job, and so on. For the long-term plan, from the team's point of view, we wanted to make ROX a 5 or 10 or even 20 years game. In 2014, I played a game called Destiny, and until yesterday, I'm still playing this game, second generation. In 2015, I entered the game industry, and during that year's 30th March, a mobile game, Fantasy Westward Journey Online, launched. And until today, it is still one of the top turn-based MMORPG in China. I don't know about you, but I like turn-based game like Final Fantasy. So let me share about ROX now. What is our key idea to operate it for 5 or 10 or 20 years? I would like to answer it in 4 points. 1. Maintain efficient and quality manpower. 2. Maintain the game's update frequency to provide rich gaming experiences for our current players. 3. Maintain players' time and money spent value. Recently, we are discussing how to work on server transfer and account transaction platforms. Oh, server transfer. That's interesting. 4. Maintain all tiers of PvP and PvE gameplay to keep players enthusiastic about it. Let's work together and make ROX live longer. And the final question, features optimization. Can we have new hairstyle? Can we have more interesting activities like Ultraman Raid? Several raid party fighting boss together. How do you view the current KVM matching system? Can we have mercenary functions? I want to borrow their power. Mr. Allen said, yes, we will be having a hairstyle submission event soon in the near future. Please do submit more of your hairstyle creative design to the team, and we will be releasing these hairstyles in the future events. 2. Yes, new PvP and PvE is in development. Please stay tuned for it. 3. Yes, the rank matchmaking system might be better, but for ROX, perhaps you would have already known it by now that there are 2 key reasons that affects the result: skills and money. Hence, rank matching might not be the perfect matchmaking system. Personally, I felt that different players should have been allocated into different groups, and different groups have different rank up or down system. We are still discussing about this system, and we hope to bring delivery to you soon in the near few months. That is like Mobile Legends ranking matching system, you know, like Epic, Legends, and Mythic rank. Maybe that is what the players want. 4. It is the next half of the year planning. He is talking about the Mercenary feature. There you have it. From the Q&A session, there are a few new details that were not covered in the ROX upcoming event session. 1. The game are looking into the probability of server transfer. And 2. There will be Mercenary feature added in the game soon. Alright, what do you think of these questions and answer? I'd like to know what do you think. You can give your thoughts at the comment section below. That's it for this video. Thank you for always supporting me and this channel. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. And also don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you will be notified whenever I upload a new video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. And as always, happy playing. Bye bye.